In this class, let us learn about smoke. Smoke is a mixture of smoke and fog. It is a mixture of air pollutants which is seen as a dark grey or brown haze present in air over industrial areas or busy urban areas. There are two types of smoke. One is the Los Angeles smoke and the other is the London smoke. London smoke is also called classical smoke or sulfurous smoke. The sulfurous smoke or the classical smoke occurs in cool humid climate. It is a dark grey haze in many countries, particularly in winter mornings. It is a mixture of smoke and fog and very high concentration of sulfur dioxide. Classical smoke is a reducing mixture and so it is also called reducing smoke. The primary reason for classical smoke is the combustion of industrial and household sulfur-containing fuels. It is also called London smoke in memory of the terrible smoke that London experienced in December in 1952 due to the excessive use of coal as fuel in homes and industries. And because this was a great problem in London, the King of London, King Edward I, passed a law banning the burning of coal. Sulfurous smoke irritates eyes, nose, throat, and lungs and lead to pneumonia, bronchitis, and respiratory diseases, which often turn fatal due to pulmonary and cardiovascular stress. It can also cause lung cancer. The sulfurous smoke of London had prevailed in the city for 5 days, resulting in the death of 4,000 to 5,000 people and making thousands ill. Many died in car accidents as a result of poor visibility due to the smoke. It is also experienced in several industrial cities of the world, including Calcutta, Delhi, Belgrade, Cairo, etc. Next is how to control sulfurous smoke. For controlling sulfurous smoke, we have to set up smoke stacks at factories and power plants. Because of the higher altitude, winds can carry away pollutants and prevent them from concentrating into smoke. The most important control measure is the implementation of strict regulations on the burning of coal and sulfur containing fuels. The next smoke is photochemical smoke or Los Angeles smoke or oxidizing smoke. It occurs in warm, dry and sunny climate and is a brown in color. The components of the photochemical smoke are nitrogen oxides, ozone, formaldehyde and peroxyacetyl nitrate. It also contains many volatile organic compounds like aldehydes and ketones. All of these are harmful to living organisms. Photochemical smoke has high concentration of oxidizing agent like NO2 and is therefore called oxidizing smoke. It is also called Los Angeles smoke because of the terrible smoke that experienced in Los Angeles in 1944. The important harmful effects of photochemical smoke are pan, ozone and the aldehyde components of the smoke cause eye irritation and respiratory tract problems. Some of the VOCs or the volatile organic compounds are carcinogens. Nitrogen oxides of the smoke irritate nose, throat and lung and can lead to headache and acute respiratory diseases like cough, asthma, lung cancer, etc. This smoke is also toxic to plants. Higher concentration of NO2 damages the leaves of plants and retards the rate of photosynthesis. Photochemical smoke can also lead to cracking of rubber, discoloration of painted surfaces, corrosion of metals, and degeneration of building materials. Next is how to control photochemical smoke. To control photochemical smoke, we have to control the use of uh, fossil fuels and use liquefied petroleum gas or compressed natural gas. Also, we have to decrease the number of motor vehicles on the road, which is called carpooling, or use public modes of transport such as buses. Also, we have to implement various engine and emission controls by the use of catalytic converters. Planting certain plants like pinus, pyrus, vitis, etc. can also reduce the formation of smoke to some extent. The other effect of air pollution that we have to discuss now is acid rain. Let us look what is meant by acid rain. Normal rainwater has a pH of about 5.6 due to the presence of H plus ions formed by the reaction of rainwater with carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere. But when the presence of nitrogen oxides and sulfur oxides cause the decrease of pH of rainwater to drop below 5.6, it is called acid rain. Let us discuss how acid rain is formed in the atmosphere. Tremendous amount of nitrogen oxides and sulfur oxides are discharged into the atmosphere as a result of the combustion of huge amounts of petroleum products and fossil fuels. This leads to the formation of nitric oxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, etc. These pollutants are converted into acids, namely nitric acid and sulfuric acid. These acids come down to the earth during rain, and this is known as acid rain. Let us discuss what are the adverse effects of acid rain. Acid rain has severe ecological impacts, and some of its adverse effects are discussed. The acid droplets in the air causes neurological digestive diseases in human beings and animals. Acid rain causes corrosion of water pipes, leading to the leaching of heavy metals such as iron, lead, and copper into the drinking water. This is extremely hazardous to the consumers of such polluted water. Acid rain dissolves and washes away the nutrients needed for the growth of trees and plants, and also increases the acidity of soil, causing serious damage to agricultural crops. It damages leaves of trees, reduces their photosynthetic capability, and retard their growth, thereby destroying forests. Acid rain makes the water in tanks, ponds, lakes, and rivers so much acidic that fish and other aquatic life are eliminated in such regions. The acid droplets in air cause neurological respiratory diseases in human beings. Acid rain also causes extensive damage to buildings, statues, monuments, etc. This is because the acids in the rainwater attack the materials of marble, limestone, slate, mortar, etc. to form soluble sulfates and nitrates. The Taj Mahal in Agra faces such a threat. Also, several invaluable stone statues and monuments in Greece, Italy, and other parts of the world have been dissolved partially by acid rain. Also, acid rain destroys materials like fabric, paper, etc. India's white marble, the Taj Mahal, is slowly turning brownish yellow because of air pollution or acid rain. An Indo-US study has said that Taj is changing color due to deposition of dust and carbon-containing particles emitted in the burning of fossil fuels, biomass, and garbage. The study confirms what has been suspected for long, that Agra's poor air quality is impacting India's most celebrated monument.